What it do, you two? It's your boy Stacks. We got ourselves another game here in the USFA, the United Sim Football Association. And it's going to be another fun ride here. As you already know, we got to keep the games moving. Everything is coming through crazy. Every team is still available to make the playoffs. And we still have 5 more weeks to get through before we get to cut down the size of 10 down to 6. And what better way to get week 10 started than with the classic rivalry between red versus blue. Huntington Beach, Tacoma. It's going to be a fun ride here. As always, make sure you like and subscribe. Do what you need to do to get on the field. Show some love to all of our various affiliates. You already know how we do. We keep it rolling. And it's going to be a fun ride here as always. We're going to keep this one rolling. HBV, Huntington Beach. They're right now the hottest team in the USFA. And they got to find a way to take away the loss that they've got from their rivals here in Tacoma. Earlier this season, I believe it was week 1. It was Tacoma that got the victory. It was a small victory by less than a touchdown, but it was a victory nonetheless. So Huntington Beach is going to be coming to see if they could get that win back, keep their win streak alive. I think if they win tonight, they will be getting win number 4 in a row, and that will definitely help their cause in the home field advantage and also the number 1 seed in the West. While Tacoma, they're trying to fight off 3 other teams within their conference. Arizona, Dallas, and Anchorage all have a chance to make the playoffs still. So if Tacoma can't get back on their winning ways, that can open the door up for another team to potentially take that last playoff spot, or potentially the last 2 spots between Arizona currently in number 2 and got Anchorage down at the bottom. They have the same record as the team in the 4th seed, Dallas. So you got to watch out, man. There's a lot of things happening here, and I pretty much have everything ready to go. Going to debut another field here for Tacoma. See if this is a lot better for your eyes. I did a test before I did the recording. It looked pretty good. So hopefully it looks good to you guys. Gave them a little twist. So let's go ahead and get this thing rolling. I'm ready if you're ready. I'm gonna hit the play game button like that. And we're going to be in the rain here for this one, folks. Buckle up. Red versus blue is here again. And we'll see the return coming past the 20. Down at the 25-yard line. Actually, 26 is going to be 1st and 10 coming. And it looks like the home team, Tacoma Eruption, will start off with the football. And we'll see the first pass going to be caught by Chris Banks. Guarded by number 77. Cliff Allen. Is going to be 2nd and 6 coming up. And it's going to be interesting to see this Huntington Beach team go up against this new wide receiver group here in Tacoma. First play does go to Tacoma. 2nd and 6 here. Going to be passing, send some pressure, does get home. Is going to be caught by James Page, shedding off McWells and gets past the 45-yard line. Taken down by X-Pac. It's 1st and 10 again. The 2 new wide receivers here in Tacoma get the job done. And he made Ethan McWells look silly, pushing him down to the ground. Let me know how you feel about this field, though. Should be a lot better. It looks a lot better to me for sure. We're going to be passing this one. The pass rush is trying to get home. The edges not getting there, but does force the incompletion. The first of the game is going to be 2nd and 10 coming. Here comes Bridges, quick pitch right side and caught, turn up. Is Joe Beasley getting close to the 1st down mark, not quite past it. It's going to be 3rd and inches as Tacoma moves into HBV territory. So far, this passing attack has been fairly lethal. Looking right side, gonna be caught. and hangs on through contact is the halfback, Lamar Davis. A gain of 1 is all they needed. They'll keep the drive alive like that. And so far, HBV has been on their heels. McWells with the tackle, making up for that last one he missed. And the drive shall continue. Going to be passing it again. Cliff Allen around the edge, throws it off the head and caught. Gonna take the catch inside the 30. I think that's what you like to call a heads up play. James Peach is on the money and it's another first. Off the shoulder pad and he just reached his arm out and he snagged it. Gronky Kong was trying to get it, but he couldn't do it. And the drive continues here. This Tacoma team's looking real nice. You already know these two teams know each other very well. On the run and almost picked off, but Tom Creed Jr. ran out of real estate. Great defense there nonetheless. It's going to be 2nd down and 10. HBV trying to play bend but don't break. And they're going to send 4 again. Quick pitch and caught out the backfield is Davis again. And Tacoma's just dialing everything up right now. 8 passes. So far, 6 of them have been good. It's going to be 1st and 10 again. We haven't seen the run game quite yet. Looking left side and caught by Peach, reaching out for the first, and I think he may be a little shy, but once again, Tacoma's finding every which way to get these players away. And as I say players, I mean the Huntington Beach defense away from the football, and now they look to be in a running formation, but will they run the football is the question. And they will hand it off, and he will get the first and almost gets into the end zone. He'll get to the goal line there. It's 1st and goal coming. Once again, they're going to shift the player a little bit, since a lot of pressure at Bridges, and he's going to get sacked. Tom Creed Jr. The strong safety makes the play, and that's going to back him up a little bit. Nice job. They were trying to rip it out, but not to be. Roughing up the quarterback a little bit. You see it's rainy here in Tacoma, Washington. We're going to keep it moving though. A lot of receivers looking for a man. Crockett collapsing, but the pass on point for James Peach. Touchdown. Eruption. Big boy plays here from Tacoma. They'll get the first points on the board. Kick is up, and it will be good. A 12-play, 74-yard drive, and you can't say that wasn't successful. That was a great drive. Huntington Beach, they may have to make some adjustments, see if they can get to the quarterback more, but so far, everything's been working out to their favor. We'll see what Huntington Beach could do when they get on offense for the first time today. Going to be a fun ride here. So far, so good here for Tacoma, but Huntington Beach, they got the hot hand so far this season. They're going to look to find a way to get it done here. We'll see the return, taking the pass to 20, close to the 25. They'll mark it there. They're going to be 1st and 10 here for the boys in blue, trying to tie the ball game up. Haven't seen too many drives where Huntington Beach's defense was so passive, but hey, We'll see if their offense can match that. Vernon Mills at the top of your screen, the top 5 wide receiver passing it and caught there by the other wide receiver. That's JoJo Tidwell Jr. getting into the mix for a gain of 4. Got up to no good there in the backfield as well. And it looks like it will be a handoff on the big hole there. A juke move gets past the 35 down to the 40. And his first carry is a good one. He says he wants to get some touches, try to get back in the halfback of the year race before the season ends. It's 1st and 10, Huntington Beach. Going to make a quick motion, hand it off again, and finding another hole, pushing forward, and gets past the 45. So a gain of 8 there on the ground. Maybe Huntington Beach is finding their own little weakness to hit there in this offense. So far it's been working. It's going to be 2nd and 2 coming. Handoff again, but this time Huntington Beach is going to get slowed down. That's a loss of 1 on that play. Great defense from Tacoma. And I believe this may be the first 3rd down we see today. Huntington Beach needs to get something going. Got Upton back there again. And we're going to pass it, looking for a man. Right side, and throws it away. And the defense for Tacoma stands tall. They're going to get the football back. And that's worth talking about them right about now. Let's get into it. How you doing, Tacoma? The quarterback will be Sean Bridges in his 4th year. So far, I believe he's leading the league in passing yards, doing well. Halfbacks will be Lamar Davis, a top 5 halfback currently, doing well. As we see the punt, a bounce, rolls even closer, and is going to get dropped down to the 4-yard line. That's definitely a pin. Great job there from Felix Delachon. We'll talk about him a little bit later. So wide receivers will be James Peach, Chris Banks, Extra Magic, and Zorro Lunar, all within their 2nd year or less. So a lot of youthfulness in this wide receiver group. We'll see him again. Tight end will be Frederick Kaiser, Evan Hunt, and Joe Beasley, the rookie. And we'll see a quick drop back, throws short, and gonna be caught. The tall receiver gets it done. It's gonna be 2nd and inches coming. And I'm sure Chris Banks is gonna be trying to box out X-Pac, who, although he's not a small cornerback, any cornerback going up against Chris Banks is gonna look small. Gonna be 2nd and inches here. Gonna be passing it quickly and deflected. Looked like Blaze Henderson wasn't paying attention. That could have been an interception if he was. Gonna be 3rd down coming. Huntington Beach trying to get a quick stop, potentially give their offense some more chances. But defensively for Tacoma, they have Carlton Rhodes and Geriatric on the D-line. As we see a handoff and get stuck. That's Grunk down. Grunk down with the stop. A loss of 1. And Huntington Beach will get that football back. Let's keep talking about this defense here for Tacoma. Got David Koala, Tyowire England, Jason Cash, and Alpha Wolf here in the linebacker set. As we see the punt here from Bruce Stenger. Looking for some blocks is X-Pac. He's going to get at least 1. Cuts up past midfield. And he will put Huntington Beach in some real good field position here. Great job. But to wrap up the Tacoma defense, they got Ballra Burr, Goofy Goober, Jacob Copeland, and Rose O'Neal at cornerback. 3 safeties will be Jar Martinez and 4-year man John Carter. Strong safety will be Patrick McGowan, the 2-year man. Going to be looking for something to do here. Quick pitch and going to be caught there by JoJo. Moving the ball inside the 40. That'll be a gain of 9. Great job there for Huntington Beach to start it off. But let's talk about this offense since they are on the field. Let's do it. Huntington Beach is rolling so far. Got some good position. Quarterback will be two-year man Action Jackson Jr., who's having a bounce back year. Not the greatest out of all the quarterbacks currently, but still trying, and they'll find his tight end. Getting inside the 30, that's going to be Jeff Brown. Along with Jeff Brown will be Ty White at the tight end position. Great job. Halfbacks will be Levante Lewis and up to no good. Kicker slash punter will be Felix Delachon. You've seen him on the pin punt earlier. And then wide receivers will be Moldy Cheese, Matt Grigsby, JoJo Tidwell Jr., and Vernon Mills. As we see a handoff there, and pushing forward close to the 20 is HBV's very own Upton O'Good. 2nd and 2 coming up as the first quarter starts to wind down a little bit. Now in these type of conditions, you'd think that the rain would be a bad thing for you to pass in, but Tacoma, they really didn't care. They're just like, look, we have the ability to get the job done. They trust the quarterback, and they're going to throw it short there to Lewis. Is Huntington Beach, and now pick up the first down that way. Probably one more play. Actually, I take that back. That might take us to the end of the first. But so far, Huntington Beach is on track to potentially get this game all tied up. 4 seconds. It should take us to the end of the first. Solid start to the game. I can't lie. Red versus blue. They've been doing it before. A majority of y'all have been in the league back in our Axis days, and every time they play, it's a certified hood classic. I will let you know right now. And we'll see if Huntington Beach can continue on with this drive. And we see the pass, quick right side, and caught by Grigsby down inside the 10. And both quarterbacks so far, they've been passing fairly well, and the rain hasn't really affected them. It's going to be 2nd and 1 coming. Got a jumbo set here. And it won't be a handoff to the right side, trying to push forward, and he is going to get it on the second effort. Both defensive players right there couldn't get the stop. Up to no good. He's going to take it for the first, and they're close to inside the 5 now. Jason Cash and number 50 couldn't quite bring him down. And it's less than 11 minutes left in the second, as they got to go backwards now. They didn't even get set and they moved. That's just unfortunate there from Huntington Beach. They got to back out to the 11. High formation again. They got the fullback, but they're going to fake it, looking for a man. Takes off to run, throws it and caught. Going to be taking it to the 5-yard line. Does get it to O'Good. And the drive shall continue. It's 2nd and goal. Let me know how you're feeling about the field. Me personally, I think it's pretty dope. It's definitely different than what you see anywhere else. They got the red outline fields. Instead of having the whole field red, that should be a lot easier for you to see everything. Gonna be passing it, looking for a man. Field's wide open. They left Jeff Brown all the way open. Touchdown, Voyagers, and we are an extra point away from a tie ball game. Great job, great drive, great pin before the offensive drive started. Can't ask for too much from your offense if you're going to get that going. The kick is going to be up, and the kick will be good, and it will be an 8-play, 51-yard drive here from Huntington Beach. And we're back to a tie ball game here, folks. Tacoma still has their offense rolling. They got stifled a little bit, so we'll see if Tacoma's offense can move a lot more like they did in the first drive so far in this game. Huntington Beach, they messed up on their first drive. They came the second time. They got the job done. So we're back to an even ball game. It's going to be a fun ride here as you keep on watching us. Make sure you like and subscribe. Do what you need to do to get on the field. Show some love to all of our various affiliates. We'll talk about them at halftime. And I'm loving what I'm seeing for sure. From the USFA, we got ourselves a very, very tightly contested season. All of the teams within the league have at least 3 wins at the floor, and at the highest, Huntington Beach was 7. So there's a lot of things to love about that. The parity is strong now. And we'll see how it works itself in its favor when we move towards getting 2 more teams to the fold, but we're not quite there yet. We'll talk about those 2 teams when we get to it in the playoffs. It's going to be a fun ride, but we'll see what Tacoma does. They've played since the beginning. They're looking to get something going. They left Peach open, turn it up, and Cliff Allen is going to try to rip it out, but cannot quite do it. He'll just make the quick tackle as quick as he can. Only a gain of 3 on that one. He was trying his hardest to rip that ball out, but James Peachy hung on to it. Gonna be a handoff, and the run defense here from Huntington Beach just too strong. They can't allow those. It's gonna be 3rd and 6 now. We should see a passing attack coming. Gonna be a handoff again, finding a hole and pushing forward past the 20. Oh God, it's past midfield, trying to get past Tom Krieg and not gonna do it. And sometimes a 3rd down conversion is what you need. Lamar Davis with the biggest play of the game in his 1st and 10. Tacoma caught Huntington Beach's defense slipping on that one for sure. And they'll move closer to field goal range. Not quite there. Almost got a man off sides. Quick pitch and caught by Peach, cutting up for the 1st and getting close to the 20. They'll mark him there, and James Peach is going to keep the chains rolling. It's 1st and 10 again. Looking for a man. They send 5 and they almost get home, but the pass on the mark, and he's reaching out as Chris Banks trying to get the 1st. They said he's short. 2nd and inches here. That could have been real nasty there for Bridges, but luckily for him, he was able to get the football off. Handoff, looking for a lane, finds a lane. There's a flag though. I think it's going to get taken back, and it definitely is. I seen that left guard. He was holding on, I believe, Terrence Goldsberry. So they'll have to try it again from the 20. You see right there, Grunky Kong was right in his face on that pass before that last play. Second and 10 coming. Looking for a man. They're going to throw it. Pass rush doesn't get home, but they left the middle again. That's extra magic, and they're going to give that penalty right back thanks to the face mask. Dexter Jackson. He was the culprit there. And I didn't even say the defense here for Huntington Beach. So many big plays was happening, but we could talk about it after this drive. That'll put Tacoma on the 1-yard line in his 1st and goal. 16 passes as we see, looking for a man. It's a drop back and right side's open. Joe Beasley touchdown, and I think that's his 1st of his career. He needed it. That's going to put Tacoma on top again. Kick is going to be up, and it will be good. Another successful drive here for Tacoma. I told you this may be a dogfight that we see here, but a solid game nonetheless. Huntington Beach is coming back on the field. But let's talk about this HBV defense since I didn't bring it up. Terrence Goldsberry, Thomas Noble, Grunky Kong, and Phenom Chisholm will be your defensive linemen. Linebackers will be Dexter Jackson, Cliff Allen, and Blaze Henderson. D-Jax is in his 7th year, so big time player. He's done it all. He's seen it all. Corners will be X-Pac, the season 7 cornerback of the year. Kyshawn Williams will be on the opposite side. And Ethan McWells will be there in the middle there in the slot. Free safeties will be Trey Glock. And Tom Creek Jr. will be the strong safety. So down around this Huntington Beach team off, we'll see what their offense could do as we see the return. Bounces off one man. It looked like he was about to bounce off and hit a crease and keep running, but I think he got tripped up on some of the players there. It's going to be 1st and 10 coming up. Here comes HBV back on offense, trying to tie the ball game up. Here comes a quick pitch left side and caught by, I believe, JoJo Tidwell Jr. Yes, it is. Getting past the 30. It's going to be 2nd and 1 coming. Now, what Huntington Beach could do, they could burn off as much clock as they can, get the touchdown, stop Tacoma for the rest of the time available, and then they'll have the ball right back since Tacoma started with the football. We'll see if they can do it. Looking right side and almost throws a pick straight to Jacob Copeland. He could not hang on to it. It's going to be 3rd and 1 coming up. Definitely manageable here thanks to the first play of the drive. But you can't be making plays like that. Tacoma will take advantage of it. They're very, very opportunistic, if you will. As we see Action Jackson Jr. by himself. He'll stand in the pocket tall. The right side is open, and Grigsby will take care of it, hanging on to it, dragging the toes, and that'll be 1st and 10 for the Voyagers. Look like they hit the simple curls set right there, and it worked out to perfection. The linebackers went for the curls, and they left the flats. As we see another drop back on a launch this left side and caught. There goes Jeff Brown. Got the touchdown earlier and he's contributing some more. 1st and 10 coming. As the clock continues to run. Good job there by Tacoma trying to get the deflection at the line, but just wasn't in the right place. Gonna look for a man, looking right side and overthrows the crossing. JoJo Tidwell Jr. Haven't quite seen anything from Vernon Mills in this game. We'll see if he checks in on this drive. It's gonna be 2nd down now. And gonna fake this handoff, looking right side is open, and another bucket that's gonna be the homie Jeff Brown finding the hole in the zone, and it's 1st and 10 again for the Voyagers. Great pass over the head of number 59 right there. And the drive continues here. They're gonna keep the empty formations rolling. 4 minutes, 30 seconds. They got all 3 timeouts. Quick pitch and caught by Jeff Brown. Pushing for the 1st, and I think he's going to get it as well. The referees, they said that was definitely a 1st down. And that'll keep the drive alive down to the 22. As Huntington Beach is starting to walk them down a little bit. Going with the I formation, and now the center's going to jump. Not to be right there. It's gonna be 1st and 15 now. Definitely in field goal range for sure, but in a game like this, you kind of want to get the touchdowns, because if you're not stopping Tacoma for field goals, then a field goal really isn't going to help you. Unless you get a turnover and then you score a touchdown, then yeah, it'll be in your favor. Looking for a man. Gonna throw this short to the left side. Cuts up, but could not keep his feet in bounds to get more yards. He'll pretty much just get all of those yards back that they lost. 2nd and 10. Gonna look for a man, throws the right side, and gonna be caught. Great pass right there. That'll get him inside the 10. Looks like the homie Action Jackson Jr. is picking on the rookie on the right side, not the left. But that's going to get him inside the 10. Jacob Copeland was not aware of that one. We'll see what happens here. Huntington Beach still driving, and they will hand it off. Cutting up, gets to the 5. That's really about it. A gain of 3. Second and goal coming. Single back formation and another jump here from this Huntington Beach team. Ty White and the left tackle jump simultaneously, and that'll put him to the 10. Second and goal. And they are going to hand it off. There goes the homie, getting close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark him at the 7. It's going to be third and goal now as we hit the 2-minute warning. This is honestly exactly what you really want your offense to do, but now they just got to finish the job. But worst case scenario, of course, is messing up and throwing an interception or fumbling the football. But if you get 3, I mean, there's nothing wrong with that as well, as the game's still young, as they almost throws a pick. And I almost set that into existence of them messing up like that. But luckily for Huntington Beach, it hits the turf. Looks like they'll need to bring their field goal team out now. That's definitely the right move for sure. Kick is going to be up, and it will be good. So we have ourselves a 4-point ball game in favor of Tacoma. They do get the stop that they're looking for, but now Tacoma can kind of take it on their own accord if they're able to score within this 1 minute and 53 seconds. Now, if they score a touchdown, that puts Huntington Beach in a pretty troubling spot, even though they do get the football back. But it also sets Huntington Beach up for a potential lead get in the second half if they're able to get the stop, hold them away from the end zone or any points for these next 2 minutes. And then we'll let it roll from here. Huntington Beach, they still in this game. Tacoma's still in this game, obviously, because they're in the lead, but they still got some work to do. Sending this one away. Let's get it. And that goes into the end zone, but it's going to be returned. Looking for a lane. Zorro taking this pass to the left side and going to get past the 25 to the 29. It's going to be 1st and 10 again. We'll see this red hot Tacoma team do something. Huntington Beach also can get another stop, give themselves another chance before the half, maybe with a minute. That's definitely a possibility as well. But so many things can happen. Let them look for a man. Right side is going to be caught, but goes nowhere. Actually, he does get a gain of 2. My apologies. That'll take us to the final 90 seconds of this first half. But if you're Huntington Beach, that is what you want. Avoid those type of plays, those big plays. And we're going to see them send a few, and it does get home, and that's going to be a first down. Extra magic with the play. And we should start seeing some timeouts coming from Tacoma pretty soon. Looks like Trey Glock was there on the tackle, but a great slant route combination gets them the job done. Long look, gonna send it left side, and that was almost sniped by Kashawn Williams. He almost had his hands on, and that would have been crazy. Potential pick 6 territory, if you will, if you jumped a little bit earlier, but gonna be 2nd and 10 coming. Gonna look, dropping back, right side. It's gonna be caught, cutting up, pushing forward, gets close to midfield, and now it's gonna be 3rd down and 3. 45 seconds left. Tacoma. They're not calling the timeouts yet, but they could get it first. It's definitely worth doing it. Actually, they'll go ahead and call it right now. 36 seconds left. Third and 3 here. And they're going to pass from it, looking, and going to be caught right at the sticks. And I don't know who called the timeout. It could have been Huntington Beach with how quick that was, but we'll have to see. And that is going to be a first. So yes, Tacoma will call their second to last timeout right around midfield. Gotta look for, man. They send a corner blitz. It doesn't get home. There's a wide open man, and going to get taken inside the 40, down to the 38-yard line. Huntington Beach doing what they're supposed to do. At the very least, if they do try the field goal, it'll be a long one in this rain. And they will go ahead and call the timeout here. I don't know if Bruce Stenger has this kind of leg, so this could be territory for a potential Hail Mary as well. And with Chris Banks and James Peach there, they have themselves a legitimate chance to win those jump balls. And they do have their offense on the field, so maybe that's what they're thinking. Gonna look for it, man. Steps back a little bit and launching it. And deflected and gets a Beach for the touchdown. Oh, what? The luckiness. They're filling it in Tacoma. That's a bucket. What? Went straight to James Beach. That is ridiculous. Pick is up. And it is going to be good. That is tough breaks there from Huntington Beach. But you gotta give them credit. That was nice. Off the tip of everyone, went straight to where it needed to be. James Peach kept running up the field, hoping it would come his way. And he took advantage of it. And now Tacoma is up 11 here in the second. Goodness gracious, what? Exactly how the boys in red drew it up. They have themselves their first 2-possession lead, and they're hoping that it remains that way for the rest of the game so they can party with the home crowd a little bit, beating their rivals. But Huntington Beach, they said they're not going to give up. As we see this one get returned to around the 2-yard line, and this will be a perfect time to talk about the advertisement. Let's go ahead and get onto it. You already know what we do here. W, the official energy drink of the USFA. Got plenty of things rolling here. You get 10% off using that code on the screen, USFA S8. And that's going to be the real deal there. Get yourself a shaker cup. They got themselves a new item. If you haven't seen, they got themselves a metal tumbler. And it's double insulated, so you can keep your drinks cold all day long. I love it. I'm about to get me one probably this next week or so, because I know that was one problem that I currently have with my current drinks. Like, I put my ice in it, get the shaking and everything, but it pretty much be lukewarm. So you gotta make sure you keep your drinks cool, you know what I'm saying? So shout out to W for looking out for us. A lot of great things going there. We also have our other sponsor, Paladin. If you need anything in regards to your business, software wise, that'll be the place for you to go. Great contracts available for you. Work with them, and you'll be helping us as well at the USFA level. And the same thing for W as well. If you support them, you support us. So we got the homies in the affiliates as well. We got the GSB, Gold Standard Basketball. Congratulations to the Vice City Kings. They will be your season 1 GSB champions, and they'll be looking to defend that next year. The draft is coming up, so a lot of new faces from the younger league, they're coming up. Watch out for them. We got the ECFL, the Elite College Football League, doing their thing, and they're waiting steadily for all those players, all those seniors to come up to the draft. Gonna be a fun ride there as well. And then don't forget goals, Great One Hockey League Sim. If you want to be the next Wayne Gretzky or be better than Wayne Gretzky, that's where you're going to do it. They're doing their thug thizzle on the ice. Shout out to them. But we could go ahead and continue on, man. Got ourselves a solid enough game, and we'll go ahead and flip into it in just a little bit. Actually, we've got one more play, so I'll go ahead and flip over so you can see what's happening. There you go, much better, much better. 2 seconds, and it looks like Huntington Beach will try to get one more play off, and they'll launch it themselves in the middle of the field. They're trying, and it is going to be incomplete. And that will close out half number 1. Look at that beautiful Tacoma field there. Great job. And we'll send this one away. Huntington Beach, they'll have the ball to start the half. A touchdown will help them out immensely for reasons that you obviously know. And it's going to be Action Jackson Jr. in the game coming back to the field. Let's see what the current top dogs in the USFA can do. I know Tacoma's fighting for their playoff hopes. This is a big, big game in order to do that. I know Dallas is rooting for Huntington Beach to get the job done so that can open the door. But right now, Tacoma's coming to play, looking for it, man. Throws it short and almost throws the pick straight to number 24. I think that's Goofy Goober there. Gonna be 2nd and 10 coming up. And we have yet to see any type of movement from Vernon Mills. I don't know what Rose O'Neal is doing to him, but currently he has him on clamps from what I've been seeing. He hasn't been targeted at all. He is there looking for a lane to throw it to, and they will get it to him this time. That's going to be actually Ty White. My bad. They have similar hair and the similar accessories. I thought it was him, but Ty White's going to help out in this passing game too. Nice route. It's going to be 1st and 10 again. And it's going to be a pass, looking, and going to be caught. There goes Vernon past the 40 and getting to the 35-yard line. A whole half without a catch. That's going to move him up and see if they put him into the offense. A gain of 21. And Rose O'Neal, see who's right there on them. And they are going to hand it off, pushing forward, gets past the 35-yard line to the 33. 2nd and 8 coming up. And this might be the most points that Huntington Beach has given up for a while. I think at least within the last 4 or 5 weeks, they've given up less than 20 points. We'll see the handoff here. Sticks a fake, looking for a man, cuts up his Jeff Brown in a dot. Inside the 15, Huntington Beach goes. They're trying to keep their hopes alive in this ball game, and that's a great start. 1st and 10, Voyagers. Wire England cannot keep up with the homie. And the drive continues. Got Ty White in the backfield as a fullback now, and they will hand it off, looking for some blocks and finding a little bit of a hole to get him into the 10. 9 for 41 on the day here, where Huntington Beach is up to no good. 2nd and 5. And they're going to give it to the homie. There goes Lewis pushing forward, getting the 1st down to the 1-yard line. His first carry is a big carry. His 1st and goal coming. Huntington Beach is on the move, and this first drive, immaculate. If they keep playing like this, they will have a chance. They'll just need their defense on the other side to get right. And honestly, you could say they did a pretty good job. They defended the nice pass very well, and they overthrown the player, but it's a flag. And that's going to be a roughing the passer, so they'll have another chance at the one. But like I was saying before, they played pretty good defense there on the jump ball, but the ball is going to bounce where it bounces. The ball don't lie, even though this is not basketball. It went where it was supposed to go, and there was a player for Tacoma there. So we'll see if they punch it in. Handoff in, an easy bucket. Touchdown. Jackson and good celebrating the score, the great drive. The adjustments at halftime worked flawlessly on that one. And they'll go for two to see if they can make it a 3-point ball game. They have the homie down at the bottom left of your screen. They'll hand it off, and just beautiful blocking and gonna get it into the end zone again. 3-point ball game. Huntington Beach is gonna fight. Hitting the agility drills on. Oh. Hitting on it. He was skating on it. But a great job overall here from Huntington Beach, getting the job done on this drive. Now they're back to a field goal game. Now they need their defense to play their defense like they're supposed to. Granted, so far this season, so far in this ball game, outside of that touchdown there, they would have had the lead if that play did not happen. So just something to think about, in my personal opinion. Just something to think about. Huntington Beach very much in this ball game, so don't give up. Now, Tacoma, you've done great so far this game. The passing attack has been well. We'll see if Huntington Beach's defense makes adjustments like their offense did. And we'll see the return here from Zorro Lunar looking for a lane. Going to get to the 25, and that's really about it. Tackled by Jeff Brown. He says he can get touchdowns and tackles. They both start with T. So that must mean that I could do it. That's the logic that he was saying, not me. 1st and 10 coming. We'll see what the Eruption could do. Sean Bridges coming back. And they got to go backwards. That'll definitely help Huntington Beach's chances for getting off the field, but they got to make the plays still. Whether they make penalties or not, still got to make the plays because this passing attack is prolific. 1st and 15 coming. They're going to look for a man. They rush forward. Doesn't quite get home, and he gets free. Going to run for the first himself. Going to slide in the rain. And Huntington Beach almost got Bridges, but almost does not count in the game of football. Number 9 is going to pick it up himself. Ourselves a good one here. 7.5 minutes left in the third. They avoid the long field that they had to traverse with the run play, and going to throw it short, and that's a flag. I think that's going to be on Tacoma. Yes, it is. So another penalty there. Now it's going to be 1st and 20. He did run 19 yards on the last on that last one, so it's not out of the ordinary to think that he won't be able to do it again or won't be able to pick it up. But Huntington Beach has to get to the 49-yard line if they want. And it gets worse there for Tacoma. Now they got to go back 5 more. 1st and 25 now. That's 3 penalties within the last 5 plays or so. If you include the kickoff return as well. Because technically that is still a play. Looking for a man. No drop back needed. Turns up, throws on the run, and just throws it over the head of the receiver over there. Phenom Chisholm. He was screaming, but he didn't quite get home. 2nd and 25 now. And now Huntington Beach's move is to not make any mental errors in regards to penalties. You see right there, the offensive breakdown. Tacoma's thrown the ball 25 times, and they're going to hand it off for the 6th time. Pushing forward, gets to the 30. He's going to get some of those yards back, but it's still a long 3rd down coming. Huntington Beach They pretty much should have all of their players right below the right below the 50, just to make sure that they don't allow anything on top. But they do have man coverage here. Is Huntington Beach looking for man is Bridges. They're gonna throw it, middle of the field, and deflect it. And that's Kaishan Williams on the play. Great defense for sure. And the Huntington Beach squad, they find a way to get the job done. And we will see the punt here. X-Pac waiting for the return. Gonna be inside the 20 where he catches it. Tries to shed off of a man, but great job by Jar Martinez. Gonna get him close to the 30, so they pretty much flipped the field. If you want to look at it like that, it's gonna be 1st and 10. A great drive here from Huntington Beach. A great stop from the defense. Is this where Huntington Beach turns the corner? That's what we have to figure out. Going to look for a man, middle of the field. Almost throws a pick straight to Copeland, and he's going to miss his second opportunity. I don't know how many opportunities he's going to get if he keeps dropping those, but that could have been real bad for Huntington Beach. 2nd and 10 coming. Beautiful defense there on the slants as they go for the strong guy formation. Up to no good back there, but they're not going to hand it off to him. Looking for a man, throws on the run, just throws it away. There's a flag though, and that's going to be roughing the passer, and it's going to be another penalty on this Tacoma defense, or actually the Tacoma team in general. He tried to throw it away, and then the defensive player kept the movements to take him down. Plays like that will warrant some fights, so that's going to give Huntington Beach a free 1st down. It's up to them to take advantage of it as they go ahead and audible to something else. They do have Levante Lewis there in the backfield, and they're going to pass it again. Looking and caught. Turning up is Vernon Mills inside the 45, and he's starting to check in a little bit more frequently now. His 2nd catch of the game. It's 1st and 10. Both quarterbacks honestly are playing great games. You can't be mad at what they're doing, except for Huntington Beach's quarterback and Tacoma's quarterback. They've been throwing some testy ones, but just like that one, they've been missing up here and there. You know what I'm saying? It hasn't been consistent though. Looked like that one slipped out of Action's hands though. 2nd and 10. He did have Vernon Mills crossed and open, but that one hit the dirt. We're gonna look for a man, middle field, wide open, caught, reaching out is Jeff Brown. I think he's a little short. Yes, he is. 3rd and inches coming. A lot of things you could do here, and honestly, it does open up a potential 4th down conversion if it doesn't happen. But you see right there, Jeff Brown, 7 catches, 85 yards, a great game so far. My opinion, they should just give it to 18, see what happens. But they're gonna pass it, looking on the back foot and caught. And Vernon Mills is going to cut past Goofy Goober to make the play. And that looked kind of weird there from how he threw it. He stepping all over on the back of up to no good to make the pass. But it was accurate. Can't be mad at it. 1st and 10 though. 3 yards away from the red zone, and they'll hand it off, see what they can do. Spin move inside the 20 they go, and that's a gain of 5. 2nd and medium here. I thought he's about to hit that spin move and keep it running, but he couldn't quite keep his heads up. Keep his legs moving. Gonna be dropping back, looking, and gets sacked. Fumbled, and gonna get picked up. I think he hit the ground. You have to see it. Yeah, they are gonna review it. I'm pretty sure his knee hit the ground on that one, so Huntington Beach will keep the ball on their side of the field. They're still in field goal range, but now they got to get it past, looks like the 13-yard line to keep the drive alive. The blitz got home on that one, and they'll do it again. That's going to be 2 sacks in a row. That's a sack, and that'll take them to the 31-yard line. They didn't get the fumble, but they have a potential to make this a tough field goal here for Felix. And they are going to send it up. Felix is going to look good on this one. We have ourselves a tie ball game, folks. Great bucket there from Felix. And the third quarter is coming to a close. Who's going to come out with this one? Real good game here, folks. Huntington Beach, they're trying to stay alive in regards to the best record in the league. And they have themselves in a great position to where they could potentially beat all the teams in the USFA. As we see the return coming. Actually, I have to double check that one. I don't know who the other team was that beat Huntington Beach. I'll have to check. But regardless of that, it's 1st and 10 coming up here. Going to send a man in motion, looking for the carry, but number 92, he says, I ain't got time for that. Terrence Goldsberry is like, you could try that again. I'll eat those all day. Like a morning biscuit, 2nd and 10. Gonna look, and that's gonna be almost picked off. Tom Krieg Jr. He was guarding that halfback move right there like a hawk. And that's gonna set a 3rd and long situation here. Now, I talked about how good this would be for Huntington Beach, but I know Tacoma for a fact needs this one. Not just because they have a couple teams that's trying to make the playoffs, but they also need to get back in the win column. They haven't won in a while. As they send a blitz, and it's going to get home. I thought that was a fumble, but they'll just take it as a sack. Thomas Noble with the play. 4th and 19. That looked like a fumble, but they said it was a sack. And Huntington Beach's defense once again coming through strong as we see this one get returned. Going to be from the 25-yard line. Here comes X-Pac using that speed, cuts up and gets to the 40. And now Huntington Beach, favorable field position right now. It's going to be 1st and 10 coming up. And it's going to be a handoff here. Here comes Upton pushing forward strong and gets to the 45. Upton no good. Hasn't really been breaking out the huge gains, but he has been consistent with his running. You see him over 4 yards a carry. 12 carries, 52 yards. And you see right there the total yards pretty much even between these two teams. And we shall see a fake looking for man launching this left side and coverage and deflected. Goofy Goober and Mr. Carter, that Sean Carter, was right there in step. They tried to give Vernon Mills a jump ball, but they said no to that. 3rd and 5 coming. Once again, a certified hood classic. I called it before the game started. 30 seconds left in the 3rd, and pitching it in, misses the mark. And that looked like a rush pass there from Jackson. He had a man crossing open, but threw it a little bit too early before he can get his eyes to the ball. And now Tacoma's getting this football back. We'll see if the homies in Huntington Beach can get a pin here. We will see the punt. It's going to the middle. It bounces to the 3 and going to roll to the 3. What a roll. And Huntington Beach is going to pin him again. We'll see what Tacoma could do. Gonna look, middle of the field, and that's not gonna work. Had 2 crossing patterns there, a little bit confusing. Huntington Beach is gonna settle in, 2nd and 10. I'm gonna hand this one off, finding a little bit of hole, but there's a flag, and you might as well take that backwards. That's going to take it half a distance to the goal, take it to the 2-yard line. Now, keep in mind, Huntington Beach, they had a safety last week against Dallas. So I'm thinking this could potentially be the first time where a team could get 2 safeties within a span of 2 weeks. I think that might be a first. And they're going to hand it off again. Gets backwards and they lose another yard, so you could call that another penalty. Loss of down if you want to say it. It's 3rd and 13 coming, and we could take that to the end of the 3rd quarter. Put your 4s in your chat. Let's do it. And they are going to hand it off, finding a little bit of a hole, but Blaze Henderson was not playing games, and the Huntington Beach defense does make the play when they need to. They're going to get very favorable field position here. It's 4th and 9 coming. Running from the back of his own end zone to Stenger. We'll see how far he could do it. Gonna get him to midfield and cutting around and gets inside the 45. So once again, Huntington Beach maybe a few good plays away from good field goal range, and they could definitely put a touchdown on the board to make it even sweeter. 11 minutes, 18 seconds left in the 4th. A little bit of an audible here. All the receivers on the left side. They're going to throw it and caught. There goes Grigsby getting the first down inside the 35. It's 1st and 10 Voyagers. A lot of people tell me that they love how I say Voyagers when I show it around to people. Voyagers. It just sounds good when you say it like that. Voyagers. Or like how I say dragons. Dragons. But it's 1st and 10 regardless. They got all the tight ends rolling. They'll hand it off. Gets inside the 30 for a gain of 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. And at this point, you kind of have to wonder what the thought process is for this Huntington Beach team. So far, they have yet to allow a point to Tacoma. They put themselves in position. They've tied the ball game up as Huntington Beach. Now it's just a matter of see if they can get the job done as they throw a short to Upton, and he's going to pick up the first down on the 2nd effort. Good job there by Tyrwire England to try to stop him, but not good enough. It's 1st and 10. He ran backwards before he threw that one. He knew he had some pressure coming his way. Looked like that bounced off of his chest and he just caught it. But hey, the game continues here. On the cusp of red zone, they're going to pitch it. Great blocking. Well, great initial blocking. Great run defense there from Tacoma. He'll get maybe half of a yard on that play. They'll be looking right side, going to be caught, but they're going backwards. That's not going to help them. I think that play would have helped a little more if it was one of those stop and go routes where he stopped right at that curl and then tried to take up off the field, try to get in position for him to move up the field. That didn't work out, but it's going to be 3rd and 10 here. They're going to send Vernon in motion. And they are going to hand it off. And it looks like Tacoma's going to be there to make the play. And they will get the stop. We should see the field goal team come along. Kick is up here, and it is going to be good. Huntington Beach, they was down 11 when it was halftime, and now they find themselves in the lead with almost halfway through the fourth quarter. I had like two different phrases in my head, like conflicting there. My bad. It's all good. Tacoma still has a chance to take the lead or potentially tie themselves, but they have to get their offense rolling as well. This is the kickoff. Huntington Beach stormed back. They got the lead. Now it's their time to try to hold it as we see him get tackled at the 25. That's Zorro Lunar. 1st and 10 coming. Gonna be passing it. Looking middle field and caught there by the homie Lamar Davis. Past the 30. 2nd and 4 coming up. 21 for 29 so far here for Bridges, who's been playing a very solid ball game. But it's up to him to lead his crew down the field and towards greatness against a great team. 2nd and 4 coming. 7 minutes left in the fourth. Bridges standing tall in the pocket, gonna find a man that's caught. There goes Banks past midfield, and his tall frame just gets him 1 or 2 more yards just because. It's 1st and 10 coming up. And they're already around 20 yards or so away from field goal range. But I'm sure they want a little more than that. I'll be looking for, man, is Bridges gonna throw it in. Kaiser turning up his Kaiser, trying to get chased down and not gonna get touched for the touch. Damn. Frederick Kaiser, he burnt his man, number 59, and that is a bot player. You never want to see it. That's a mismatch, and that's gonna be a bucket. Kick is up, and he is going to make it. So Huntington Beach back onto the field pretty soon. A great drive here from Tacoma, great response. They didn't score at any time since the end of the second quarter, so that one touchdown really means a lot in their chances to win. But Huntington Beach still has a chance on their own right. Great game for sure. Huntington Beach trying to get the job done here. But you see right there on that last drive, all it takes is one mismatch and that could be your doom, as we see the return from Moldy Cheese getting past the 25. A field goal isn't going to cut it. Huntington Beach is going to need to punch it into the end zone. Now, granted, they could make a long drive, get a stop, and then that'll pretty much be ball game. But easier said than done. This Tacoma team is red hot in the rain. 1st and 10 coming. Jumbo formation. And they're going to look for a pass. They're going to throw it short there. Rolling forward is up to no good. First play successful. First and 10, Voyagers. And that was a good job from Action to lead him away from where he could have thrown it. And that gave him a chance to turn up the field for some run after the catch ability. See, first and 10, trying to get past midfield, looking for a man, and caught. There goes Jeff Brown reaching out, and he will get another first down. Moving the sticks again is Action. It's going to be first and 10. And that was another mismatch right there. Looked like the, oh no, that was McGowan, my bad. I thought that was one of their bot players. But regardless of that, HBV's on the move. 5 minutes left. Looking for a man. Going to throw it short again to Upton, who's open and going to pick up the first again. Right at the 6 is where he falls. And that's 3 straight passes for 3 straight first downs. And that will get him into Tacoma territory. He got stood up there, but hey, it's working. First and 10 coming. One person in the crowd said he loves that guy. Gonna throw it middle of the field again. There goes Jeff Brown in the middle. 4 straight catches, 4 straight first downs, and they'll make it to the 30. 4 minutes left in the 4th. And so far, this offense here is clicking for Huntington Beach. But it won't mean much if they can't punch it in as they go ahead and flip the play on its head. Matt Grigsby flipping to the other side. And they're gonna try to cut up, and they're gonna get the deflection. Rose O'Neal makes the play, a little bit thrown out of the reach of the receiver. And that's the first miss up here on this drive. So far, it has been good. They've been good as Huntington Beach. Gonna look, passing it again, looking left side, and gonna be caught. There goes Vernon getting into the mix, and that'll put him in the red zone. 3.5 minutes left in the 4th, and Huntington Beach is on the move. And he boxed out his adversary over there, Goofy Goober, which in most cases people will say is a mismatch, but if he's been guarding the most of the game, you got to give Goofy Goober his credit. As we see the handoff, there goes Upton, getting some blocks, cutting up, and gets close to the first down. They move inside the 10. And they're starting to move it a little bit now, Huntington Beach. It's going to be 2nd and inches now. 1 more first down, and then it'll be 1st and goal territory. As they set up, 2.5 minutes left in the 4th. Got ourselves a great game. I'm trying to tell you, this is what the USFA does on the daily. Looking for a man to throw it to, and just throws out the back of the end zone. Didn't want to force anything there. Gonna be 3rd and inches here. Now, me personally, this is definitely worth running the football. You'll have the clock stopped with the 2-minute warning. You have one of the better backs, season 7 halfback of the year candidate back there. Try him. That's what I would do, me personally. But they're going to pass it here. Looking, moves a little bit in the pocket and throws this one away. And that'll be 4th and inches now. Very interesting. At this point, it's not worth going for a field goal. You'll need the touchdown. So it's up to them to make the play. They got the receivers on the outside. They got Upton in the backfield. Try to get them off sides, not to be. They're going to pass it. They send the tight ends. Gonna be caught. They're going to be tied. White for the touchdown. And that is a bucket over the head of that linebacker who was not paying attention. That puts Huntington Beach on top. But is that too much time for Tacoma to respond? Kick is up, and the kick will be good. A 10-play, 73-yard drive lasting 4 minutes. Man, I love the United States Football Association, don't you? Like, what else do you want? I honestly don't know what else do you want. Two of our greatest teams to ever have part of the league. They're fighting for it late in the season. Huntington Beach, they want to get the #1 seed. Tacoma, they have to fight for their lives. Like, I honestly don't know what you really want. Like, I feel like we're putting out the best product. Like, I'm not even going to front. Like, this is just crazy. And Tacoma, they still have a chance to get the victory here. It's going to be 4 down territory regardless, however you want to look at it. But they can tie the ball game with the field goal. So all is not lost here for Tacoma as we see the return here from Zorro Lunar. Going to try to get something going. Gets to the 31-yard line. I'll say it again. I really don't know what else you want from us. Like, what do you want? This product is not being touched by anyone else. You can name any American Football Sim League out there. No one's doing it like the USFA. Stamp that. It's going to be 1st and 10. Here comes the homie Bridges. Takes off to run. Throws on the run. Finds a man past midfield. And that's a great start here as James Peach makes the big play. Going to be another pass, looking right side. It's going to be deflected, and that was a great defensive play for sure. That's X-Pac Hughes, the cornerback of the year, candidate for a reason. It's going to be 2nd down now. A great game for sure. Tacoma's around 20 to 25 yards away from solid field goal range. Still got some time to do something. They're going with the freaky routes. Going to take off to run his Bridges. Going to stay up and going to slide. Actually going to push forward, and he almost gets the first. Actually, the referee said he got it. It's 1st and 10 again. Tacoma's on the move, and they have 90 seconds left. Watch out for these conditions, though. No, they go no huddle here. 3 timeouts. Everything's looking good. Looking for a man. Going left side. And gonna be caught, but did he get his feet in bounds? Yes, he did. James Peach making a tough catch, and that'll put them in field goal range for sure. It'll be a long one, but can't say they don't have the ability. This Huntington Beach defense, they've been put in a lot of pressure situations in this ball game. And they look for a man to throw it to, middle of the field, and caught. And gonna get the 1st down is the homie Lamar Davis. 1st and 10 coming up. And now Huntington Beach is in a little bit of trouble now. Now they've opened the door for them to potentially lose via the touchdown. But Tacoma still has to make the play. They're going to look for a man. Sends 6. Doesn't get home. They left him wide open. Lamar Davis. Touchdown. What? That was a blown coverage. Huntington Beach sends 7. And that was their downfall. They let the halfback leak. And that middle of the field was wide open. A horrible play to call at that juncture. And that does not look pretty. And now Huntington Beach, now they have a chance to get a field goal to potentially tie the game. Wow. Oh my goodness. I don't even know if I clipped that one. I'll have to double check. Gotta see that while everything is rolling. My bad. I gotta see. Hopefully I did. That would be nice if I did. While everything is rolling, see if I can check the clips. I have to check if I can do that, because then I'll know what I need to do when the game's over. Know what I'm saying? But seriously, that's crazy, dog. That's crazy. But Tacoma has themselves a 3-point lead. They missed the extra point. But Huntington Beach, they have all 3 timeouts here. And we'll see if they can do something spectacular. We're turning up. Gets past the 25 to the 26. And they got 50 seconds to move the ball down the field. This has been a trouble part in this offense. We haven't seen them in too many situations like this. But Huntington Beach, they've been a bit up and down in comeback situations late. We've seen some teams that pretty much perfected it, but we'll see what they could do. Looking for a man and launching it wide open. That's not bad. That's not a bad play. Down to the 30, and Goofy Goober got burnt. 1st and 10 again. Huntington Beach, they're not dead yet. Wow, first play out the gate, and they'll call their timeout right there. Now here's the question: do you move the ball up the field a little bit more, make it better, or do you try to go for the touchdown, try to leave unscathed? That's the question. Vernon Mills with a huge play, 5 catches, 105 yards, so he's doing the darn thing, if I do say so myself. And they do have their offense on the field, jumbo formation, and they are gonna pass it right side and caught. There goes JoJo inside the 10, down to the 9. And now they open some doors here. JoJo getting 5 catches for 57. Oh my goodness. This is down to the wire. I told you, there is not a league doing it like the USFA. Stop playing with us. You better get on the bandwagon while it's still hot. 1st and goal here. Looking for the game winner. Is action. The pocket looking not that great, and they'll go ahead and take it down, and they may just let it run. They don't want to chance themselves. They'll call the timeout here, so it looks like we may have a potential for overtime if they can knock this one through. Who's going to get the job done here? And they'll call the timeout. Is Tacoma trying to ice Felix? It should be a pretty good chip shot for him from the 10-yard line, but nothing is guaranteed. You already know how it goes. And they'll go ahead and kick it from the right side. Felix with the time bucket right here. Kick is up, and the kick is going to be good. 10 seconds left. I think it's worth pinging the crew. This game ain't nowhere near dead yet. I called it from the beginning, a certified hood classic. I honestly don't know what else to say to you, to be honest. I'm not even going to lie. And we still have 4 more games to go through, and they're all going to be streamed on Twitch, and of course re-uploaded to YouTube the day after. You know how I do. The games keep rolling, the games keep ticking. Speaking of which, after this one right here, I got to get some shorts up. I already have the clips rolling for this one. Like, so I don't know what to say, man. This game is lit right now. In Tacoma, they'll have 2 timeouts, but at best they'll have 2 plays to run before halftime. I mean, before the end of regulation, as we see a flag, so they're going backwards. That's not going to help their case. Caleb Johnstone, the bot linebacker, he's going to not help their cause. It's going to be 1st and 10. And it looks like they're going to chill out and hand the ball off, trying to find a crease, and he's going to get a big play, but that is not going to be enough for the homies. So we got to go into overtime. I'll let you know who's going to get the ball to start out. Huntington Beach is going to make the call, and it looks like Huntington Beach will receive it. So if they get it, so if they get the touchdown, it's over. Field goal or no score, it'll be next score wins. Let's get back into it. Kickoff is running, and it looks like it'll be a return past the 25. HBV can close it out right here. Let's get into it. Throw your 5s in the chat. Where you at? Where are the homies? 1st and 10 coming up. You can only find games like this in storybooks and movies. But Huntington Beach, they're trying to get the job done here. It's 1st and 10 coming. Rose matched up on Vernon Mills at the top of your screen. We'll see the pitch. Going to be caught by JoJo. His 6 catch is a good one. That'll keep the drive moving. It's 1st and 10 again for the Voyagers. He beat his man Jacob Copeland cold on that one. And it will be a handoff, and it looks like Tacoma's going to get the stop in the backfield, I believe, as well. Yes, it will be a loss of 1. 2nd and 11 here. And you know how it goes. We don't do overtime ties. We don't do ties. So this game will continue to roll until someone gets the victory. Huntington Beach, they're trying to close this one out and head back home, looking for a man to throw it to, but not going to find one. That's a sack. And that is a big defensive play here from Huntington Beach. I mean, here on Huntington Beach, Tacoma gets it done. And now it's a 3rd and 20 situation here. They got the jumbo set again. But they send them all running. Yes, they will. Looking for a man. They're sending everyone deep and going to launch it left side. It's a coverage and deflected. A great defensive play. Patrick McGowan, they sent the house there at Vernon Mills and they made sure he didn't get it. That's 4th and 20. I thought he's going to come down with it. And I think if the homie Patrick wasn't there, that could have been a catch. He had his hands on it. But regardless of that, Tacoma will make the play. And now its next score wins as we see this one get returned from the 19-yard line. Juke move gets close to 30. Tacoma a field goal away for the upset. It's 1st and 10. But at the same time, isn't really an upset because Tacoma beat Huntington Beach before this season. But if everything goes like I'm thinking it's going, if Tacoma was to win, it will be another game where Huntington Beach loses within a span of less than 7 points. Looking right side is going to be caught. There goes the homie, getting around 8 on that play. You see right there, Sean Bridges throws for 5 touchdowns in this one. No INTs. Looking real nice for sure. 2nd and 2. Tacoma's had some times where they threw the ball and it didn't work out in their favor, and it was a timely interception that put them out. As we see the handoff, looking for a lane, and there goes Lamar Davis getting close to midfield. Going to be 1st and 10 again. Tacoma's lost a few games due to the arm of Sean Bridges. He's thrown I think in at least 2 of these last losses here for Tacoma, there was an interception that pretty much sealed it. Tacoma's finding themselves into games, but they got it closed out. But they're going to find a good pass there, getting past Kyshawn Williams and James Peach for another play, and that'll move him inside Huntington Beach territory. They're trying to do something good. And those slant routes are very difficult to hit. I mean, very difficult to hit if you're going up against it. And they're going to try the ground game. Cuts around, gets tripped up, though. Get a small gain after that. 2nd and 9 coming up. High scoring affair, 34-34. Gonna look for a man as Bridges again. Pocket collapsing, running backwards, and gonna get sacked. Thomas Noble gets number 2. Definitely one of his better games of his season and his career. It's 3rd and 23 now, and Huntington Beach has a chance to get off the field. It's a long road Tacoma has to traverse to get the first. They're gonna look short. Can he make it? I don't think so. He's going to roll to midfield. And that's going to be 4th and 19. Maybe what Tacoma needs is a really good punt from Stenger. That could potentially pin them and then give them the ball back again and finish the job with a field goal. That's probably what they're looking at. If their defense cannot make the play for whatever reason, it's going to be a punt. Sending this one to the left side. It is going to bounce, but it is going to bounce into the end zone for the touchback. No pin cheese right there. Huntington Beach will start from the 20. Who wants it more? That's the question that we all have to ask here. Up to no good in the backfield. Ty White is also there. Gonna be a deep drop back here from action. Turns up and throws this one away. Not much home there. He avoids the sack. That's probably the best thing he did. 2nd and 10 coming. But great defense overall there from Tacoma. That pass rush was nice. Gonna pass it short and caught. Actually, no, he couldn't hang on. Great punch out at the last second from Rose. It's gonna be 3rd and 10 now. I thought he had his hands on it, but he could not control it. Now it's gonna be 3rd down and 10. Huntington Beach needs to get it past the 30 if they want to keep the drive alive. Tacoma looking for the stop. Pass rush trying to get home and launching it. And going to be caught by Jeff Brown to the 40. What a catch. Oh my goodness, that's a good play. And it's 1st and 10. Hangs on through contact. That was a clutch play. I'm not even going to front. 1st and 10 again. They're going to send Vernon in motion. They're going to look for someone to throw it to. Throws it middle of the field and caught. There goes Ty White getting a big catch. And now they're in Tacoma territory. Who's going to make the plays? That is who you got to ask. So far, Huntington Beach is going to everyone, and it's been working. JoJo's been getting into the mix. Vernon's made big plays. Ty White's been into it. Upton's been into it. And the same can be said for Tacoma, but the game ain't dead as it goes screen and gonna get deflected. That was testy because that went straight to a D lineman, and that could have been INT. But regardless of that, it's still 2nd and 10. That looked a little testy though. I'm not even gonna front you. Upton, action by himself, middle of the field and caught. That'll get him closer to the 1st down mark, but not quite there. To the 38-yard line. A 1st down can potentially set them up to get in field goal range at that point. Even a gain of 3.5 could help them out. That could be like a short 50-yarder. But the game ain't done yet. Keep it moving. 3rd and 4. Big play. Looking for a man, throws it short and caught, and Grigsby catches it. That'll get him to the 30. 1st and 10 coming. Now Matt Grigsby gets into the mix. I don't even know what that flip was with the transition. I don't know what that was, but the drive continues here. 1st and 10. They're going to give it to the fullback, Ty White. He's not going to get it done, or she's not going to get it done. She's just going to get back to the line of scrimmage. A gain of nothing. Game of the year candidate for sure. As we see Huntington Beach in die formation again. This time they give it to the halfback, finding a little bit of a crease, gets them closer to the 25. And the game's still not over, even after a stop. Huntington Beach, they still have to make the field goal to win the game. And this is still a long kick. It is still in the rain. Tacoma's probably going to ice as well, so nothing's secured. We'll see Upton more than likely on another carry. They'll give it with the pitch, and they left him a little open, but great defense from number 44. Is that Alpha Wolf? Yes, it is. He didn't get fooled, because if he stayed outside, I think it would have been a real big play, but they ended up losing a couple on that one. We should see the field goal team. Huntington Beach. We'll see the timeout though first. Felix De La Chon with possibly his biggest kick of the season. He's had an up and down campaign up to this point. He's missed a few kicks that he should have made last game. He probably could have put away Dallas a lot quicker if he made his kicks. But he's in the rain. So far he's been producing. And this will give Huntington Beach win number 8 on the season if he can knock it through. From the left side of the field. Can Felix do it? Or will Tacoma have another shot? Kick is up, and we could go ahead and pack the bags. Huntington Beach, you got yourself a dub on the road again. Welcome to win number 8. Final score 37-34. What a game overall. My goodness. There's so many places to look, man. This was a beautiful game to run. And I was happy to be part of it, as always, as all the games. I love all the games, but this one has a special place in my heart. This felt like I was back in the Axis days there. With one of the first times these two teams played, it went back and forth, and the Huntington Beach found a way to win. Man, it's crazy, but final score will be 37-34 in overtime. 479-438, just a testament on how even these two teams was in this one. You see right there, Huntington Beach had a little bit of edge in passing, but Tacoma had a little bit of edge in rushing. First downs, you see right there, that's just ridiculous. Huntington Beach had about 3 games worth of first downs in this game. So that definitely helped them out moving the ball down the field. You see right there, 4 for 12 on 3rd down. Not the greatest, but it did help them get the victory. Can't be mad at that. Red zone opportunities. It looks like Huntington Beach missed 1 out of them. And I forgot how they did it, but it is what it is. Penalty wise, you see right there, Tacoma got bit by the penalty bug a lot. 8 for 58. And Huntington Beach had almost a game worth of possession time in this one, with 35 minutes to 22 there for Tacoma. But most of that was because Tacoma had some big plays that got him into the end zone, like that big pass to Kaiser and the big pass to the homie Davis. But checking out the passing stats, Bridges, he should be leading in passing touchdowns after this one for sure. 5 touchdown game from him, 76% completion percentage. Axon Jackson, he had himself a great game too. He did crack 400, 65% completion percentage. No INTs, surprisingly. There was opportunities, but none of the defenders made the play. Up to no good. Led in carries, and he did get the touchdown, but Davis got the yards there. Great job from both of these halfbacks for sure. Looking at the receiving side of things, James Peach, a great game from him. 10 catches, 143 yards, 2 touchdowns. Lamar Davis, 9 for 74, 1 touchdown. Chris Banks, 5 for 47. Joe Beasley gets his first touchdown, 3 for 22 on the day. Extra Magic, 2 for 28. Frederick Kaiser, 1 for 49. And for the Huntington Beach side, Jeff Brown, have yourself a day, big homie. 11 catches, 132 yards, 1 touchdown. JoJo Tidwell Jr., 6 catches, 69 yards. Nice. Vernon Mills, 5 catches, 105 yards. Did have a couple of drops, but I don't like how DeSim makes it as drops. That was more of a deflection more than anything. He really didn't have any drops like that, but that's how the scoreboard looks. Matt Grigsby, 4 for 32. Up to no good, 4 for 35. Ty White, 3 for 41. Levante Lewis, 3 for 8. And Moldy Cheese had 1 opportunity, dropped it. Unfortunate, but it is part of the process. Looking at the defense side, Tom Creek Jr. and Blaze Henderson each get 7 tackles. Great job for them. Dexter Jackson, 6 tackles. Kaishawn Williams, Ethan McWells, and Next Pac each get 5 tackles. Thomas Noble with 4, along with Trey Glock. Terrence Goldsberry with 2 tackles. Gronky Kong with 2 tackles. Cliff Fallon with 2 tackles. Phenom Chisholm with 1 tackle. And that's all the user defensive players there. Noble, Henderson, Goldsberry, and Kong each get a tackle for loss. Tom Creek Jr. and Thomas Noble get the sacks here for Huntington Beach. T. Noble gets 2 of them. no INTs. Pass deflections, looks like Kaishawn Williams gets 2. X-Pac gets 1. Don't think we had any forced fumbles, and we did not. Great job from them. On the defensive side here for Tacoma is going to be Tywire England, Patrick McGowan, and John Carter, each with 10 tackles. And weirdly enough, they each have 5 solo tackles and 5 assisted tackles. That's pretty crazy. I'm not even going to lie. Jason Cash there with 6. Great job. Jacob Copeland there with 6 on the day. Great job from the Rook. Alpha Wolf with 5. Goofy Goober with 4. Rose O'Neal with 3. Geriatric with 2. Jar Martinez with 2. Carlton Rhodes there with 1. That's all the users there. Jason Cashware with 3 tackles for loss. Patrick McGowan with 2. Carlton Rhodes with 1. Alpha Wolf with 1. And that was that last play there too. That last one from Alpha Wolf. That was the one that moved them back in field position a little bit, but ultimately didn't really factor in for getting the W. Goofy Goober there with 3 pass deflections. John Carter with 2. Jacob Copeland with 2. Rose with 1. No forced fumbles or anything like that. Great job here from the defense on both sides. Even though they both gave up a lot of points, it was a fun game to watch, and they both made solid plays regardless. Field goals, Felix was perfect on the game. 5 for 5 on field goals, 2 for 2 on extra points. Bruce Stenger, he missed 1 extra point, but in actuality, that was a big miss because that would have put Huntington Beach in a spot where they had to score a touchdown. So that was a big miss there. Looking back on a great job there. 14 kickoffs, no touchbacks. I think the wind affected that. Longest punt, both of them over 50. 50-yard punt, great job. And it looks like the average between the two is at 50. Great job from both of them. Moldy Cheese and Zora Lunar, they average around 25. In the kick return, punt return, X-Pac and James Peach average around like 10 and a half, 11, something like that. But outside of that, we could go ahead and set up for game number 2. I will see you later on tonight in this one. It should be a fun ride. You already know how we do. I'm trying to tell you, the USFA is lit, and we have another banger here. St. Louis at Tampa Bay. The top 2 teams in the East are going to match up early in the week. And I can't wait to see this one. West versus Montaigne. Who's going to get the job done? Tampa Bay, they want to tie records with St. Louis, while St. Louis, they want to add some more flavor and get off that losing streak. We'll see what happens in the game tonight on Twitch. I'll see you there. Watch for the giveaway. And I'll talk to you later. Man, I don't know what else to tell you. USFA goated.